let's draft the sleeve pattern. For this sleeve, we have the full length to be 23 inches, and so to get the width of this, you divide the bust measurement by 6 and add 1.5 inches. So 39 inches divided by 6 will give us 6.5. You add 1.5 to it and you get 8 inches. So I'm going to be marking out 8 inches. So as it turns out, this down part is not up to 8 inches. But when you are drafting it, you should have your pattern to be up to 8 inches in case you are making a sleeve that will warrant you to gather or pleat at the wrist side, okay? So that is why you need that part. So I'm just going to cut out these excesses. I'm using the leftover pattern paper. Alright, so now for the top part, you have to create the box where you are going to be altering the armhole for the sleeve armhole. Okay, I am going to be dividing the bust again. Dividing the bust 39 inches by 12. And what I have here is 3.25. I'm going to be using 3.3. And I'm just going to mark the 3.3 down. And I'll roll it. Now from this edge to this edge, I'm going to be slanting a straight line from this edge to this edge. And then on this straight line, I'm going to be getting the middle. So I just fold my tape like this to get the middle. Now for this middle, this is my red pen. I want to use it to differentiate where the front of the sleeve is going to be and where the back of the sleeve is going to be, okay? And this is only happening around this armhole area. So for the middle, from this center here, I'm going to go up by ½ an inch. I'm going up by ½ an inch. And then from the same center, I'm going to come down by ½ an inch. Are you seeing the distinction? Now this is to differentiate where the front and the back is going to be. So with my ruler, I am going to be ruling the upper line, the upper ½ an inch to the top of the sleeve, like so. And then from here, I am going to be ruling it to meet the end of the sleeve, like this. And then for the down part, I am going to be doing the same thing. I'll rule it from that place to the top of the sleeve as well. Okay, and then from here, I'm sorry for the double lines, I have to correct it right. And then from here, I'm going to be also connecting this line to this edge as well. So I don't want this line to be pointed, so I'm just smoothing it. And it's now becoming as if it's shaded. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is it. So the part I have marked with red is the back piece, and the part I've marked with blue pen is the front part of the sleeve. Okay, now we can now input the other measurements of the sleeve. Now from the shoulder line to the elbow. From the shoulder line to the elbow, you take your measurements, and first I'm going to measure from the shoulder line to the biceps. So I have 8 inches, so I'm going to mark out the 8 inches. Okay. And then from the shoulder to the elbow, I'm going to be marking out 12.5 inches. So I'm going to be connecting these lines. So this is the bicep, and this is the elbow. And then this part is going to be, this is the wrist, obviously. This is the wrist. And so from here we can now input our measurement. Now for the wrist side, The wrist for this person is 8 inches, divided by 2 will be 4 inches, so I'm going to mark out 4 inches. And then for the elbow, the round of the elbow is about 11 inches, so I'm going to be marking 5.5. 11 divided by 2 will be 5.5. The bicep is 12 inches, divided by 2 will be 6 inches, so I'm marking 6 inches. Now I am going to connect these lines from here to here and then straight down. Okay, so you can use the curved part of the ruler or you can use the straight ruler. Just make sure the place is not too curved in. So I'm connecting these lines and try to smoothen it. This is why we use the curved part of the ruler here. If you use the curved part of the ruler, but you can also smoothen this out so it doesn't look like it's too. Okay, and then from here I am going to do the line all the way to the elbow, to the wrist. Now this is the sleeve pattern. As you can see, now this is the exact sleeve of the person. There is no allowance yet. When we're transferring to fabric, we will not add allowance. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out this sleeve pattern. Now I'm going to cut out the back piece first, the part marked with red. Okay, now when you open this up, you have that this place is the complete replica of this. So this will be our back piece. I'm going to be using my red to indicate this is the back piece, and then I'm going to be trimming out this back piece from this side. So I'll be trimming out the part marked with red and leaving only the part marked with blue. So now this is the front. So when you're transferring to fabric, you're going to open it like this and transfer it. Or you can, if you close it down to transfer it, then note that when you are done, you open it back to trim out. But I think it is best you leave it open like this when you are transferring to fabric, so you can just trace out the front and the back at the same time and then indicate which is which. Okay, so when you are transferring this fabric, it is okay that you add half an inch at the edge here for joining, and then you can add your sewing allowance, whatever that may be, half an inch, 1 inch, 1.5, whatever sewing allowance you want. So this is our sleeve pattern, and we're going to be using this sleeve pattern for any of this for all of these classes. And it's going to be, when you need the biceps, you just fold it in and get the bicep. You need it to get to the elbow, you just fold it in. And if you need it to be like the reporter, like after the elbow, you come down here and you do that. So this is our sleeve pattern. So let's transfer to fabric.